Hey guys, it's LpsHoney and welcome back to a new video. Today we're taking a look at the Dino Dash play pack from LpsHoney, and it's a pretty controversial pack because of the short-haired cat that's contained inside. Some people love the design, some people hate it, and some people say it even looks fake. So today we're going to open it up and see what it's actually like, and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. Today's video is sponsored by LpsHoney, however, you guys know me, if the quality is doo-doo, I'm gonna let you know. So here is our Dino Dash play pack in all of its glory. This set comes with 3 LPS, including a kitten, Himalayan cat, and shorthair cat. And it's currently available in the US at Target and also for pre-order on Amazon. Both links will be in the description down below. Here's the pets on the back of the box. They do look a little different, but we'll talk more about that once we get it open. Also, if you haven't seen me talk about it yet in previous videos, this is my YouTube thumbnail that they used on the back of the packaging. As an LPS lover, I'm honored. I do wish they asked though, because I would have given them a much better picture than just my thumbnail photo, but it's still cool to see, so I'm definitely going to keep this one's box because it's like I'm cemented in LPS history, which is kind of crazy to think. At the back of the packaging, we have this cardboard insert. It's kind of like a little lounge room or maybe an arcade because it does have an arcade machine on the side. But I just wanted to show this because I feel like the Wave 3 play packs especially have really been killing these cardboard inserts. Like, they're so reusable. Like, it just makes the perfect little backdrop for your videos or photos, and I really appreciate that they put the time and effort to make these like really pretty. Inside you of course get a Wave 3 pamphlet, a Roblox code to redeem, and a collector's card. I got the Himalayan cat. I'm a little bummed because I really wanted the pink kitten, but it is still cute. So for our accessories, we get this big lounge chair, an array of different foods, a coffee table, and a little laptop. So the sofa, lounge chair, whatever you want to call it, is the main large accessory in this pack, and I love it. I know it's such a niche thing to enjoy, but I love getting chairs for my LPS. I know it's weird, but LPS sized chairs are so hard to come by, and the fact that this one is literally made for LPS is perfect size wise, and I think they just did a really good job designing it as well. The little silver buttons on the back of the sofa are actually little silver paws, which I think is just such a cute detail. The coffee table is kind of bland, it's just a pink table, but again it is made for LPS sizes, so I am very grateful for that, because again, just like chairs, finding tables that also fit LpsHoney can be difficult. Food wise, in this set you get french fries, a hamburger, popcorn, and some sushi. Whoever ordered the hamburger and french fries was hungry, okay, because these are quite large compared to an LPS, but I still think they're cute and they're unique accessories that we don't have in the LPS world. The popcorn bucket, however, is a returning old accessory. However, they did change the mold. The popcorn on the left is the old version and the one on the right is the new popcorn. There's not a massive difference between them. I just find it interesting that they decided to change this one up. And the last food accessory is the sushi platter. They've used this previously in other waves in G7, so it's nothing new. And they're super similar to the old G2 versions as well. And the last accessory in this set is a LpsHoney laptop. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish they used my thumbnail photo on the actual laptop as well, but they opted to go for the Wave 3 Panda, kind of doing a talent show, I guess, and it does look super cute. The laptop looks great as well. It has the keys, the trackpad, a little mouse as well in the shape of a mouse, and then of course on the top we have the screen with the panda. On the back it does have an LPS logo, and yes, it can close. So that's all the accessories you get. But let's talk about the pets, because it would be an understatement to say that people were opinionated about them. The first pet you get in this pack is the Himalayan cat. It's been around since wave 1 of the G7 releases, so it is a returning mold. I personally quite like this pet's design, and I feel like they really nailed it when it came to the gradient on the face. It's a beautiful, seamless transition between the dark and light gray is probably my favorite part of the whole pet. Quality wise, everything looks to be painted really well within the lines, and I can't can't see any major mess ups really anywhere. The head isn't overly squishy or hard, and this pet, of course, does have the personality eye types, and the shine on these eyes is super intense. Overall, I think it's a really cute pet. I would have liked to have seen the little chest tuft of fur painted like the ears and hair tuft, but that's just me, that's just personal preference. Other than that, I really like everything else about this pet. The second LPS in this set is this little kitten, and hands down my favorite out of the three. I just think it is adorable. It is a returning G2 mold of a pet triplets kitten, and this is the first time we're seeing it in G7, and I'm so happy they brought this mold back. And I just think they nailed this design. It's so cute. Just like our Himalayan cat, they gave gradient to this pet on its face, and it turned out perfect. I will say though, my pet has a slightly misprinted nose. Nothing major, definitely something I can fix, but I still wanted to point it out. However, unlike the Himalayan cat, I think this pet's design is perfect just as it is. Like, they painted everywhere that I wanted them to. You know, they painted the fluff in the ears. They painted one of the paws white to make it match the head. They painted all the little paws, the tail. They gave it some little hair on its head. Like, everything I would have wanted to see in this pet, they did, and I love them for that. They also gave this pet the personality eye types, and they're the little teardrops, a very classic G2 personality eye type. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's still cool to see the personality eye types coming back more and more on these pets. This one's head is really not squishy at all, so I think that's fantastic. And just overall, my favorite design, like I said, of this pack, and kind of perfect for Valentine's Day coming up because the whole color theme is just so on point. Now this last pet, the controversial one of the bunch, let's say, the short-haired cat. Now I've already opened one of the short-haired cats. It was this one here from the Spa pack, so this mold isn't new to me. However, we still need to talk about it because I feel like more people are hating on this yellow short-haired cat than they are on the Spa pack short-haired cat. And I find that really interesting because I kinda don't mind how she looks. I know, hold your tomatoes, okay, let me explain. Let me start off by saying I do think they could have done this pet a little better, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, she is not perfect, but that doesn't mean I hate her. Like, I am a pretty decent fan of this pet. I don't think it's the worst. There's been a lot of discourse about the short-haired cats because they are different to our G2 short-haired cats. They very clearly did not use the same head mold, and especially when you put them side by side with a G2 pet, it is very obvious. But before I do that, let me just explain what I do like about this pet. First of all, I do like the design. I think it's a really cute pattern that they used, and I don't have a problem with it besides the gradient on the face. I think the gradient on the face is just kind of weird. The other two pets are perfect, so I don't know why this one here has been having so much trouble. Mine, as you can see, is pretty spread out and kind of blends almost nicely, but I've seen other people where the white gradient is almost like solid paint and doesn't blend nearly as much. I don't know why this is such a big difference so many people have been having, and it kind of bugs me because I don't like how the gradient looks on this pet, so I am going to try and fix it. And I understand why other people also don't like it because I'm in the same boat. But the other parts of this pet's design I think are really well executed. The stripes are cute, the ears are done really well, the whole gradient on the body looks really great, so I just don't understand why they messed it up on the face. I also don't mind the eyes. I think they look really cute, and they did the eyelashes super well on this one. Some people have said that the stars in this one's eyes are a bit too small, and I can kind of get that, but for me, I really don't mind. So that's why I like this pet. But now let's talk about the glaring issue that everyone has had with these new G7 Shorthairs. And that's the head issues and neck joint problem. Now from a distance, I think she looks okay. It's when you bring these pets up close and personal, and especially when you compare them to an original G2 Shorthair, you see the issues with its face mold and the neck joint. So I have this Shorthair here, which kind of had the most similar design out of the pets I owned as a comparison, and I think you can see straight away the main differences. The new G7 Shorthair cat has a completely different head mold. It's clearly inspired by the original one, but it isn't the original one, and its head also sits a lot higher. I'm going to try and circle the main differences and issues people have between the old and new version. So the new version kind of got rid of the chubby cheeks that the original Shorthair cat had, and I feel like a lot of people missed that. And even though it gives it kind of like a younger look, it's just not the OG look, if that makes sense. The head is also just kind of smaller in general, and because of that, things like the eyes and mouth shape are slightly different, which some people find a bit off-putting. The new G7 Shorthair cat also has a much flatter head. Front on and from behind it looks fine, but when you turn him sideways like this, it just kind of looks really ridiculous. And girl, do not even get me started on the height difference. Look how much taller the new Shorthair cat is compared to the old one, and that comes down to the neck joint. Now for me, the neck joint is actually my personal biggest issue, because if we look at them from this angle, you can see that the original Shorthair cat has a much deeper hole in the head for the neck to kind of go inside and give it that bobbling up and down effect. Whereas this new Shorthair cat is completely missing that. It is almost flat, and so it can't really bobble up and down like the old Shorthair cats used to. And it also gives the pet this really long neck, which just looks a bit odd. Like, yes, both of these pets can bobble side to side, no one's arguing that. It's the up and down that's the problem. Here's an old pet, and as you can see, it's bobbling up and down. It's not a lot, but it is there. Here's a new one. It's barely moving. I can barely bobble it up and down, and that's because the head's flat. There's no room for it to move. So while I don't think this new G7 Shorthair cat is bad or ugly, I do think they should have given us the old neck joint and head mold if they could. Now obviously I don't know what's happening in the production progress. Maybe they didn't have access to the old head molds and that's why it's changed, but I don't know. I personally don't mind the new head mold as much as other people do. My main issue is the neck being really long and it not sitting as snug as the old G2 Shorthair cat. I feel like if I could change anything, it would be that. But looking at all three of the pets together, I do think it's a good pack and I am happy to get it. I'm definitely going to look at fixing the paint on my kitten's nose and also maybe making the gradient a bit more gradient-like on the Shorthair cat. But other than that, I am genuinely happy with these pets. I still agree with the issues that the Shorthair cat has, and I would like to see them change that, but I am still happy with what I got. Especially when you put everything together with the accessories, like the whole theme is super cute. The whole idea of ordering takeout food at home, chilling with the laptop, like it really is adorable. And especially because my favorite one is this kitten, I'm overall stoked because I love this mold and I really hope they bring it back again. But let me know what you guys think of the new Dino Dash set. Overall, I am happy with it. There are issues with the Shorthair cat that I would like to see fixed, but in general, I do think it is a good pack and I think most people will be happy with it, even if they aren't the biggest fans of the redesign of the Shorthair cat in G7. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think, and if you have this set, what do you think of the Shorthair cat specifically? Because I know that's been the most dividing point. And if you don't own it, will you be picking it up? Because I know people have had issues with it, but I still wanted this set, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Shorthair cat's issues with the head and neck. I still wanted it, so I want to know what you guys think as well. Even if you aren't a fan, will you still pick it up? Thank you again to LpsHoney for sponsoring this video. I hope I did justice to this pack by showing you guys all the details about it, but also keeping it real and giving you my opinions on the designs. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and I will see you next time for a brand new video. Until then, bye guys!